We use a variety of institutional grade Bitcoin companies. We work with Coinbase, and we have worked with Coinbase. We have a number of institutional grade custodians as well. MicroStrategy has been kind of special in this regard because unlike, say, an ETF or the like, we're able to access the Bitcoin spot markets and hold Bitcoin, and we're also able to access the equity and the debt markets as we pursue our Bitcoin acquisition strategy.
Bitcoin's dominance of the cryptocurrency markets will nearly double as more investors gravitate to the original digital asset, while regulators continue to crack down on the sector, according to MicroStrategy Incorporated's Micheal Saylor. MicroStrategy is the enterprise software that Saylor co-founded and has made into the largest public holder of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin currently accounts for nearly 48% of crypto's $1 trillion market value, according to data tracker CoinMarketCap. Its dominance will rise to 80% as other coins are declared securities by regulators and their use is reduced. Saylor also pointed out that Bitcoin's dominance has risen from approximately 40 to 48% this year alone. Bitcoin dominance refers to its market share compared to that of all other cryptocurrencies. Saylor also blamed the lack of institutional investment in the space on confusion and anxiety. When that disappears, you are going to see mega amounts of money flow into this space, Saylor added. And the business models of the crypto exchanges will be fine. Just focus on Bitcoin. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Saylor touted the upcoming Bitcoin halving, the increased hash rate, and the clarity that has come from the SEC as fuel for the next bull run. Last week, in its action against Binance, the SEC labeled several top altcoins as securities. In this video, Micheal Saylor shares his view on the SEC regulatory crackdown. He comments on the different crypto exchanges and how MicroStrategy acquired its Bitcoin. As you enjoy this video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and drop your comments below.
Well, I think MicroStrategy's view since 2020 has been that the only institutional grade investable asset in the crypto space is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the universally, globally acknowledged digital commodity in this industry. I think it's pretty clear that the regulators don't see a legitimate path forward for cryptocurrencies like the stable coins, crypto securities like the tokens mentioned. They don't have any love for crypto derivatives. They don't have any love for crypto tokens, and they have a view of crypto exchanges which is far constrained. I mean, their view is crypto exchanges should trade and hold pure digital commodities like Bitcoin. And so the entire industry is kind of destined to be rationalized down to a Bitcoin-focused industry with maybe a half a dozen to a dozen other proof-of-work tokens. I think there's been a lot of confusion because of the 25,000 other cryptos and because of all of the crypto securities that have been angling to position themselves as the next Bitcoin or a better Bitcoin. So now I think that the public is beginning to realize that Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. The next logical step is for Bitcoin to 10x from here and then 10x again. So eventually I have confidence that the crypto exchanges will come around to realizing that Bitcoin really is the dominant asset in this space. And their business models are fine when Bitcoin goes up by a factor of 10. And, we can see that the dominance of Bitcoin in the crypto economy, as measured by CoinMarketCap, has moved from 40 to 48% this year alone. But I think that as the stable coins and the tokens go away, that long-term dominance is headed for 80%. And I think what you got to remember is the reason that we don't have mega institutional money flowing into this space is confusion and anxiety. When that disappears, you're going to see mega amounts of money flow into space, and the business models will be just fine focused on Bitcoin. I think that there's a massive need for exchanges to help people acquire Bitcoin and custody Bitcoin, especially as the pension funds, the insurance companies, the banks, the institutional investors get into the space. Companies like Grayscale need to have a custodian. So I see a lot of bullish things for Bitcoin on the horizon. I think the accounting treatment, the upcoming halving, the explosion in the hash rate, and also the clarity that has come out of the SEC of late is actually laying the foundation for the next bull run. And there is a place for crypto exchanges to help people buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, custody Bitcoin. I don't think that's going away. I think that's going to be a great business. Well, we're an operating company, so we have a profitable software business, and so we can sweep the cash flows of our software business into Bitcoin. Our aim is to allow institutional investors to get Bitcoin exposure, but without charging them a fee and generating a yield when we can. And because we're able to tap the debt markets, we're able to issue debt. We're also able to refinance or pay back our debt, like when we retired our Silvergate loan earlier this year. We're able to issue equity when it's accretive. We're able to purchase Bitcoin with cash flows when it's accretive. So those are our flexibilities you have as an operating company. If you're an SEC 40 company like an ETP or like Grayscale as a trust, you can't really do those things. And I mean, the result is, yeah, Bitcoin is up 55% this year to date. MicroStrategy is up 92% this year to date.
Saylor took to Twitter to propose a solution for Turkey. As a key figure in the cryptocurrency market, Saylor believes that digital currencies might be the best solution to Turkey's economic problems. However, Micheal Saylor is very specific about the digital currency in question. Like any Bitcoin pioneer, Saylor recommends that Turkey turns to Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Saylor is convinced that the big bull market is the key to saving struggling economies with fiat currencies that might also be losing their value. Bitcoin represents the best solution for those struggling to survive in an economy with a collapsing currency like the lira, his tweet read. In his tweet, The Economist noted that the country's official currency lira has continued to lose its value over time. Influencing the level at which the currency loses its value is the collective sentiment that foreign exchange reserves have become extremely scarce. Additionally, he noted that the Turkish authorities seem to be less willing to show up in the markets and tackle the ongoing devaluation of the nation's traditional currency. Should Turkey adopt Bitcoin as its official currency, it will be joining El Salvador, which was the first country to make the leading cryptocurrency an official national currency. It is, however, worth noting that El Salvador's decision has triggered a lot of criticism from many economic figures. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, a financial organization of the United Nations, repeatedly expressed concerns over El Salvador's pro-Bitcoin move. In an interview at Bitcoin 2023 in Miami, Saylor exclusively told Decrypt that the software firm is looking at ordinals and assessing its potential in terms of application development. Often used to create NFT-like assets on top of Bitcoin, ordinals launched in January, and the protocol, while not embraced entirely by the Bitcoin community, has created a new wave of experimentation with crypto's oldest coin. One recent innovation in the space leveraging ordinals is an experimental framework for building tokens on top of Bitcoin. It was pioneered by the pseudonymous on-chain data enthusiast Domo in early March. And since then, thousands of other so-called BRC20 tokens have been created. The discussion surrounding ordinals is important, Saylor said, because Bitcoin miners have to be successful over the long term. He added that the development of applications building on Bitcoin's functionality could also bolster the coin's overall adoption among individuals, firms, and governments. Saylor didn't specifically say what use cases MicroStrategy could be looking into that tap ordinals, but he noted the ability to commit data to Bitcoin's blockchain that isn't solely related to transactions has many potential applications. Meanwhile, Bitcoin remains a major topic of discussion amongst industry players at this time. As the cryptocurrency industry goes head-to-head with the SEC, speculations about where Bitcoin will be headed in the next couple of weeks have been rolling out. What do you think would be the fate of Bitcoin in a couple of weeks ahead? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. Thanks for watching.